Meeting is being recorded. Good morning, sir. This is Karthikesh, and my other teammate is Shiva, and we have chosen the topic library management system for our the project, and the is abstract. The main theme of creating the system is to manage the data in the library of the details of the book, and the library system is in this library system. Initially, we should to register, and we can also have it is also an forgot password. And if you forgot the password, it can be retrieving by using the security question. After the librarian get access to the system, the librarian can add the book, new member, and also can add and update and delete the book and the book details and the member details. And member want to lend the book, librarian will issue the book by giving which what the member needed. Yeah, if after issuing book, uh, while issuing the book, the return date will be issued, and when the return and the member and the when the member returns the book, the librarian returns the book in the system. The date exceeds the return book, then the fine will be generated 5 rupees per day. Else it will be zero. And motivation. The motivation of this system is it is very difficult to organize the data manually, and it is for the due to increasing technology, we can organize the library digitally becomes much easier and human friendly. And digitalization of the library helps in many instances of its maintenance and reduce the workload of the management. And this kind of digital library is not only used in university but also in the public library. The main objective of this system is to realize the automation of the management of library borrowing and returning of books, the timely edition and destruction of books and updation of users and the book information. Around these main functions, the system involves the following core functions such as borrowing management, return management, library management, and member management. While coming to requirements, the hardware requirements are operating system is Windows and hard disk is 40 GB and RAM is 256 MB and the processor is Pentel dual core CPU. While coming to software requirements, we need Java JDK and NetBeans for the environment setup, and SQLite Manager for the database connection, and JTR2 and SQL JDBC and JCalendar. The modules we implemented in this system are login page. The librarian gives the username and the password and get login into it. And if forgot, goes to the retrieve password page and register page. Librarian register by filling the details in it, and now librarian can log in into it. After if he had forgot the password, by using retrieve password, he can get the password back. The book page. Librarian adds the book by adding the details like publisher, author, and etc. And the member page, the librarian will add the members, the name, the phone number, etc. Modules and the other one is issue book. The librarian will issue the book for the members, what book they need, and issue and the return date will also be initiated. The return book. When the member return the book, the librarian return the book in the system. If delayed, fine will be generated. Else, there is no need. Report. The details of all issued books and the returned books will be displayed. And the database connection and for the book location, it will be used to find the location of a particular book by using the ID.
Hello, sir. And the use case diagram is we are having the functions like add member, a search book, add book, issue book, return book, find generation, and return issue, report, and retrieve. Like add member is adding the new member into the system, and search book is after adding the book, we will search the book which we want to have the book, and the book which we required, and that book will be issued, and the book will be returned if the book is issued. Then if the book is not returned within the time, then automatically fine will be generated, and those records will be recorded at the report. And retrieve password is can useful for to retrieve the password if the user is forgotten the password. Next, this is class diagram, And in this class diagram, users, accounts, books, library database. These are different classes which library database has adding the books and adding the members and deleting the members and deleting the books and displays means it records, which means how many books the issued, how many books returned, and how many members are presently using the books. And on the updates like updating the books editions, like the books returned from the users, and searching like the books needed to be searched. And the librarian means the librarian who take care of the books in the librarian, so the he also can search the books also. And book, we will add the books and the status of book, whether the book is issued or returned, and that is status. And feedback is, if the book is good, then the user will giving the good feedback, or if the book is not good, then user will give the not good, like that. We are have book request and renew info. Next, this is activity diagram. First, user will be login, then authentication is we have it. If the user is valid, then it will go into next step. If the user is not valid, then again it will iteratively go into login functionality. If the user is valid, then manage branch, manage students, book, penalty. Like manage branch means add or modify the branches. This many branches are we are having in the for this system. And manage student means adding the new student or modifying the students details, like that. And book means uh, we are adding the books and modifying the editions of the books and issuing the books. And say after issuing the books, the returning the book also happen. And at the same time penalty also happen. If the book not net returned, then penalty will be applied, the fine generation will happen. So after all that, the system will be logged out. Next is builder pattern. Like builder pattern is to construct a complex object from simple objects using step-by-step approach. According to the system, the objects were constructed by step-by-step by adding the book, then issuing the book, then returning the book, then report will be generated. And next pattern is decorator pattern. The decorator pattern uses composition instead of inheritance to extend the functionality of an object at runtime. According to the system, the return book not needed to extend the functionality of issue book instead of users composition. Next is a flyweight pattern. To use already existing similar kind of objects by storing them and creating new object when no matching if object is found. Like if the books and members are not existed, then we will add the new member or new books to the system, so that we are using the flyweight pattern to the system. And observer pattern, justifying and one-to-one dependency, so that when one object changes state, all its depends are notified and updated automatically. According to the system, if the book issued, then the book need to be returned. The returned and record is depending on the book issued. So the return book also return and record automatically updated. If the book not written within the time, then the fine will be generated. The fine is depending on the book, the returning status. So automatically generated. This is observer pattern. And another pattern is state pattern. The class behavior changes based on its state. We create objects which represent various states and context object whose behavior varies as its state object changes. According to system, if the book or the user found the system need to change the behavior, like book not existed or user not existed. Yes.
That's it. And now we had implemented our project in the NetBeans, and this is the system.
This meeting is being recorded.
We had implemented this project using Java NetBeans, and this is the implementation. I had run the application. This is the login page, and initially we should register to the system. This is the register one. We should give the username. I'm giving my username and the name, the password, and we should give the security question for the retrieving the password. I'm giving and now I'm creating it. Now new account has been created. Now I'll be go back and I'll be now if I forgot the password, I will press the forgot password and press for the and now I will be entering the answer to get retrieve the password. Now I got the password as 123. Now I'm entering the password.
This meeting is being recorded.
This is the main page, and initially we should give the new book. To add the book, the book ID will be generated, and I will be giving the book name as C, and this is the edition, and this is the author, and this is the entering the publisher, and this is the price of the book, like 250 rupees, and the number of pages in the book, and this is the ebook of the ebook link. Like if any ebook link will be available, I will be present. I will be pasting here. I will be pasting here, and this is the location of the particular book. Like it is present in the shelf, in the first shelf. Now book has been added, and we can edit the book, like pressing on it and updating. Like the book has been updated in this way. Like we can update the details of the book, and even you can delete the book by pressing the delete. And new member, adding a new member, automatically the ID will be generated, and this is the number, name I'm giving, and the address, the phone number, and the email ID. The same way I'll be adding the member, and now I'll be updating, and even I can also delete it. This is the member, and the issue book. I will be searching the book ID and the member ID by knowing the ID. The book ID is 51 and the member ID is 137. Now I'll be adding it. Book ID is 51. Member ID is 137. I had got the details of the book and the member details. Now I'll be issuing a particular date for today, and I'm be giving the return date on 6th and add. Issue book has been added, and even I can update the date on 3rd, and even I can also delete it this way. Till this we had implemented. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.